For this set of notes, I'm going to show you how to add and subtract mixed numbers. There are two main ways that we can do this, or methods, but we always have to make sure that we have a common denominator before we start doing anything. So for this one, we have what's called the borrowing method, and it's very similar to like borrowing for subtraction. So on this one, clearly 2 is not enough to subtract 8, so I would have to borrow. And there's nothing there, so I would have to borrow again. So this becomes a 6, this becomes a 10, but I'm borrowing, so a 9, and then a 12. So similar to this method, that's what we're going to be doing with our mixed numbers. So over here, if I kind of split apart my numbers, my whole numbers, and then my fraction, 2/8 minus 5/8. Well, 2/8 is not enough to take away 5. So here is where I would borrow. This 6 then becomes a 5. And as a whole number, this would be the same as 8/8, right? That's equal to 1 whole. So I'm taking 1 whole and adding it to this part of my mixed number. So then I would add together 2/8 plus 8/8. That gives me 10/8, which I know is an improper fraction, but that's okay. But now I can at least subtract this part of it. So 10/8 minus 5/8, we're left with 5/8, and that's not an improper fraction, so that's what we want. And then I would simply subtract my whole numbers here. So 5 minus 4 would give me 1. So my answer here would be 1 and 5/8, sorry. The other way that we can look at doing this, and this is the method I prefer just because this is the way that I learned, you can use either one. Either one will give you the correct answer. On this one, it's called the improper method. So for improper, we do this just like we would change an improper to a mixed number or a mixed number to an improper. So we multiply and then add. So 8 times 6 is 48. 48 plus 2 gives me 50 all over my original denominator. So now I have 58 minus 8 times 4 is 32 plus 5 would be 37. So 58 minus 37/8. If I just real quickly did this, we would have 13 left over. So 13/8 would be your answer here. And of course, if you change this from an improper fraction to a mixed number, 13 divided by 8, 8 will go into 13 one time, 5 left over. So then numerator, denominator, which is the same answer we got up there.